Thank you, Kyo.
Don't be stupid. I should be thanking you.
Really? But Meredy is happy now. Thank you. Take care of Quickie.
Just have Chad do it. She'll have a breakdown.
Don't say that. We'll always be together, no matter what.
Thank you.
I would have liked it if they kissed.
Farah, help me! Hold me up!
Oh, okay. What's wrong?
I can't wait to get home. To stuff myself with your omelet.
Leave it to me.
All right. Let's do it, Farah. We're going back. Together.
Why do you like this, Reed?
Yeah, no problem.
What about Rass's final wishes, man? Yes, exactly, the omelet with lemon. Gotta make sure we put that lemon in it. Dude, that line, I forgot about that line. I forgot that Reed actually said that, but that side quest is so fitting. It's so fitting after doing the side quest.
Meredy?
Reed would eat anything. Reed would eat an omelet with lemon. Reed don't care.
Stand back.
Bye-bye.
Near it?
Meredy, do not fear. Farewells are not the end. We will be together for all eternity.
This is called Tales of Eternia.
Meredy.
Mother!
She got cut off. That happens a lot in this game with the voices. I don't know why I'm surprised. I can't tell if that's like actually the game or if it's my disc, because I am playing this on like a physical.
Let us simply observe as they create their future.
As I was saying, can't tell if that's like my disc because I'm playing like on an actual disc or if that's actually the way the game was made. I guess assign the blame to my disc because I did get this like 5 or 6 years ago whenever I first played this game. No, there's this is credits. Okay, no, it's an FMV first. Oh no, Reed is falling. Oh, there's your Ikarian shield. They can't give you an Ikarian to save you, just like what happened with Justin. But they have a bubble there. Oh, and there's Farah. Back where the game began. Rasheen's Forest. Sorry, I had to go with the Grandia reference. I just had to. No, there's definitely another scene. Absolutely. But there you go. Tales of Eternia. There's another scene that plays as a post-credit scene. This playthrough is going to be... This stream is going to be like around 6 hours, which, you know, I was hoping it wouldn't go over. Even 6 hours is a bit overkill, but we did do more than I expected. I wasn't expecting to get that cooking contest done. We beat Cress. We beat Secundus. So, I mean, everything worked out pretty well, all things considered. What a good game. Good Tales game, good PS1 game, great game. I like this game. I like Tales of Eternia. I have my issues with it, but Tales of Eternia, there's Ras, the best character. I have my issues with Tales of Eternia, but I really love it. Gameplay's pretty fun. It gets really annoying with the stun locking. Stun locking happens a lot in the mid to late game, especially bosses. The final boss especially. I mean, the final boss wasn't that bad because, like, Secundus was worse, but stun locking is really annoying with the combat. But also, I think the combat, it really is just like a blueprint for Symphonia. Symphonia improves on the combat in, like, every single way. Symphonia has, like, similar combat, and it's just a lot better. But, so, I mean, combat is good. It's good enough for what it is for this game, and when it was made, it's still pretty fun for the most part. Having all the summons is really cool. I like the way the game handles the Kramels. That's definitely the best part of the gameplay. The Kramel cage system is really awesome. Getting to mix and match the Kramels with Keel and Merity is really cool. Getting to summon them is really awesome. I like how Sheena does it in Symphonia. I like how Keel and Merity can do it in this game. I always like when the Kramels and summons are involved in stories. It's always really cool. And Eternia is chock full of the summons, and I love it. And Symphonia is full of them. Xillia has a bit of summons, not too much, but overall, Symphonia and Eternia really do it best with the summons. But yeah, gameplay's pretty fun for what it is. Music is pretty good. I like the soundtrack a good bit. The game looks nice. I like the sprites and the sprite-based stuff. It looks nice. It still holds up today, I'd say. Elephant in the Room. The voice acting's, like, not good. But the PS1 era is known for not having good voice acting. That's a really nice picture. I've been very quiet about the voice acting, but, you know, it's PS1 game. PS1 games never have good voice acting, but in this game, it's, like, the scenes, it's even more, like, noticeable of, like, oh, yeah, it's very not good. But, I mean, that's PS1 for you. And not just, like, the voices themselves. It's also, like, the voices, like, got cut off a few times. Like, the last syllables would get cut off. Again, I don't know if that's my disc or if that's how the game was made. But, overall, I mean, it was fine. It didn't bother me too much. I know it bothers a lot of other people. Like, oh, the voice acting sucks. It doesn't bother me too much. So, you know. And then the story... I don't really care about the story in this game all that much. Honestly, the best part of the story is that the summons are, like, involved. The summons being involved is, like, the best part of the story. And the characters. The characters aren't, like, amazing, but the characters are pretty solid. I really like... Farah is my favorite character. Her arc isn't, like, the most groundbreaking thing ever, but her idea of, like, you know, she starts off the game as, like, wanting to help everyone and not realizing, oh... like, my actions could actually, like, Rass's death does well for her development. She's not, like, the best character ever, but I do think her development is solid. Reed's development is also, like, pretty solid. Keel's development is also pretty good. How Merity, like, helps him develop because he is, socially awkward and kind of a jerk in the beginning of the game. And Merity's also pretty good. The 4... There's gonna be a cutscene here. I have to stop talking. Yeah, I was gonna say, that was not the ending. I just remembered this scene, like, as we were beating Nerid. I was like, how does this game end again? And I'm like, oh, I think that's how it ends.
Thanks for waiting.
Oh, I don't get to advance this. Oh, wait, no, my controller turned off. It's because I haven't pressed X in a while.
What's that? Some baggage you got there.
They're souvenirs. I didn't think it would take this much space.
You're gonna sink the ship.
No problem. This much should be okay. I hope we can meet them.
Of course.
Yeah, we will. Do you have everything you need? It looks to be a long trip. We should double check. I think we're ready to go. Let us set sail.
Chat, you look happy.
She'll be meeting her friend. Her cute little furry friend.
Oh, no.
Well, who would be friends with such wild animals? And I'm certainly not excited.
Okay. There's no need to get all bent out of shape.
All right, let's head for Celestia.
Yeah. Aye, sir.
This theme sounds like just like the ending theme from Abyss. I don't know what it is. It sounds like the Abyss ending theme. And I should know, I played Abyss relatively recent. It was like the last Tales game I did. Wait, no, that was Grace's. It was like the one before Grace's I did Abyss. I did it like 2 Tales games back I did Abyss. There was 1 game in between. I did it relatively recent, but this sounds just like the ending theme for it. And man, that ending is so good. Do we get to see like Keela Merity here? I hope we do. I'm actually trying to remember. That scene I just remembered as we were fighting Nerid. Just waiting for this to roll, and then I'll continue. All I have to talk about is the story and the characters. I want to go, like, I want to talk about the characters a bit, because there's some stuff I want to say. Off it goes. Is this Star Ocean or what? This is now a Star Ocean game? We're in space? Why is that so Star Ocean 2? One of Star Ocean 2's last scenes is like Claude and Reyna in space. Oh no, that's the end! Nitpick here? I really wish we saw Keela Merity one last time. I guess it's up for interpretation that like, oh hey, they met with Keela Merity again, they're going to Celestia. That's cute. I kind of oh, there's more credits. I kind of wish we saw Keela Merity in the ending. I don't know, that's a solid ending. I really wish we saw Keela Merity. Do we? I don't remember. I think that's the last scene. I don't think there's another scene because they showed the logo. Anyway, the characters in this game are like, they're nothing groundbreaking. They're pretty good though. Really, what I like is, I like Reed, Farah, and Keel's bond. I like their past, the past that they share. I think it's handled pretty well. They do a good job of making them feel like childhood friends, I think. And Merity as like a new friend to them. Like, the camping scenes do a good enough job of making them feel like a nice, close group. I like their chemistry with each other. On their own, they're like, they're okay. Together, I really like them, though. On their own, they're kind of just fine, but I think together they make for a solid cast of characters, especially because this is the 3rd Tales game. So, I think they did well with them. I really enjoy them as characters. Keel, Reed, Merity, and Farah. But, yeah, Keel I didn't like in the beginning of the game, but he really grows on me as the game goes on. Seeing him interact with Merity and learning more because he was sheltered, and seeing more of the world, whether it's going to Celestia, talking with Merity, was really good. And Reed is also just, like, not your standard protagonist. His development's pretty good. Not as good as Farah. I feel like Farah gets the most. Keel, probably. Either Farah or Keel, I feel like, gets the most development. But even then, it's nothing, like, groundbreaking. It's nothing like, oh, amazing. So, yeah. Merity is also pretty good. Character-wise. They're like, neat. They're good enough characters. I would never say, like, oh, they have like the best characters in Tales of Eternia, but I enjoyed my time. I enjoy my time with the characters. They're a nice group. Again, I think together they're great. I think they're pretty good together. On their own, they're kind of like just there. They're fine characters. Not bad, but nothing special. They make a good group though. Chat and Max. Chat does well for being the Ifrid character, the Ifrid reference. Max is an optional character. He doesn't really get a whole lot, so Chat and Max are really just kind of there. They never really get much, but they're basically optional characters. Chat does well for the Ifrid reference. It starts the Ifrid references for the Tales of series, but Max is just kind of there. Nothing to say about him or Chat, to be honest. And the story, I really don't care. Nice image. You save your game? I don't remember. Would you like to save? Yes. Yeah, because this determines if you can do the post-game dungeon. Yeah, I don't really care about the story in this game, like, at all. The coolest thing about the story is, like, the fact that the Kramels exist. It's kind of just, like, whatever for most of the game. I really feel like if you're not invested in the characters, you're gonna not really get much out of this game. I like the characters enough that it keeps me going through the story. The story in this game is just kind of like there. There's nothing really special about it. It is a lot better than Tales of Destiny. Tales of Destiny's story, especially the second half, is, oh my word, like the way the villain is revealed, it's nonsense in the second half. The way the villain is revealed is complete nonsense in Tales of Destiny. The story's a lot better in this game. It's still nothing special. It's simple. It does its job good enough. The Safer trials are pretty good. The stuff with Safer was interesting. They definitely tried to make it like, oh, Shizel got possessed by Nerid. Nerid's trying to, like, change the world. They started to make a villain that was like, oh, you could sympathize with, but I couldn't really sympathize with Nerid. They tried their best to be like, oh, Nerid doesn't want to just destroy the world. They tried, and they didn't really succeed, but it set a blueprint for Symphonia with Mythos. They do a lot better with Mythos and Symphonia. Abyss does Van really well, so like they do better in the later games. I feel like Nerid was a blueprint for later villains. Nerid was nothing special, but I mean they tried to be like, oh, this villain isn't just bad to be bad. Like they tried and they didn't really succeed in that department, but I mean they gave it a fair shake. I didn't hate the story. I didn't really hate it. It was just kind of there. I was always in it for the characters. Ras is amazing. I know I joke about Ras being the best character ever. He's the coolest looking character. I really like Ras. Even then, though, more could have been done with Ras. I wish Ras got better. What's the word? He helped Farah's development, but I wish Ras got more, I guess. But yeah. I think I basically got everything I want to say. I really love Tales of Eternia at the end of the day. It's a really good game. Insert disc 1. Why would you have me go back to disc 1? Is it gonna like force me to NG+? I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna reset game and close out my stream because I really have to go get ready. But good playthrough, great Tales game. I'm really glad I got Eternia on the channel. It was a fun time. I love Tales of Eternia. It's probably sitting at like number 7 or 8. That's why Destiny's a Swordian from Destiny. Yes, exactly. Swordians are a big thing in Tales of Destiny. And also, this game is like actually Tales of Eternia. Destiny 2 is a localization. It's a localization issue. They localized it as Destiny, I think, to improve marketing. They called it Destiny 2 to make it sell better because they were like, oh, it's a sequel to Destiny. But it has nothing to do with Destiny. And the thing is, it gets even more confusing because they actually made a sequel to Destiny for the PS2. So this is Tales of Eternia. They just localized it as Destiny 2. When this game got ported to PSP, they called it Eternia, which is its proper name. But hey, there you go, Tales of Eternia. Basically, we did like everything I really care to do. We're not doing the post-game dungeon. I just don't like it, and this is a good enough send-off to the playthrough. I really enjoyed this playthrough. Hope you all enjoyed as well. Tales of Eternia is a great game. If you could somehow find a way to emulate it or get like a Europe PSP copy, play this game. It's a pretty good Tales game. It's really nice for seeing how Tales of really got started. Better than Fantasia, I think. I would say play Eternia if you had to play a retro game. But even then, I'd recommend one of the modern ones, like if you have a PS3, Graces, Auxilia, Berseria, Arise. I'd recommend a modern one before Eternia, but Eternia is a decent starting point. It's better than Fantasia, I would say. So, yeah, I enjoyed this playthrough. We'll be getting to another Tales of playthrough soon. I'm gonna play FF16, but once that's finished, we're probably looking around like August, maybe July, depending on how long FF16 is. We're gonna play another Tales game, definitely. I'm pretty excited about the next one I'm gonna do, which I might have mentioned, but, you know, I won't say it again. If you didn't hear, then you get to be surprised. So, yeah, that'll be it for stream today. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.